This list is based on my experience and opinion. I will also assume that every level will be done as intended, so no skipping sections using bugs and stuff. You guys see what I did there? But first, I want to thank my sponsor, Mountain Dew. Is what I would say if Mountain Dew was my sponsor.
You should kill yourself now!
Number 18, Rooftop Rumble. Of course, the elephant in the room. You can make a case for a different level to be the worst level, but level 17 has bullshit. Bullshit everywhere. I'm sorry, but if I have to hear a followed by a followed by a followed by a one more time, I'm gonna freaking lose it. But okay, let's go from the start. Immediately, fuck this camera. Also, why do we face the wrong way? Why do enemies spawn all the way back down when we go up? I wouldn't mind if they were smart enough to make their way up to me, but most times they don't. Why is that fat zombie able to follow you on the gears? These fans are random as fuck. Fuck witches, fuck harpies, fuck UFOs, and oh my god. By the time you think the worst is over, the game hits you in the nuts, kills your family, and spits on your face non-consensually. Shit, I really typed this shit. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the wall. I never called it anything until now. If you think this doesn't look that bad, well, my friend, looks can be deceiving. I cannot tell you how much pain this one wall has caused me. This part of the level is why my therapist wants to quit. But okay, say you make it past the bullshit gargoyles and witches, surely it can't get worse. Oh my god, what is this? So yeah, infinite witches and gargoyles.
Holy fuck.
You can't even restock on items for the final Monster Fest. Well, you can, but you have to be incredibly quick if you want to talk to Larry Tools. I remember being able to do it once.
We do not care.
But still, why? How did this happen? This isn't an issue in Child's Play difficulty. Okay, whatever. Let's just continue, and the witches are fucking targeting me through the fence. Now, the final Monster Fest, don't get me wrong, I love the idea of fighting all the monsters that we faced during the adventure, but do we have to stay in this tiny space for 15 minutes? I would have preferred if this were the whole level and not one long part of the level. Like, say we fight zombies and demons on one tower, and then we fight chupacabras and robots on another tower, or maybe we go into Monster Fests and fight random enemies, but we're also guaranteed to fight every enemy at least once. Just throwing out ideas. Oh, and one more thing. Fuck, Clarice. If I had to say something positive about this level, I guess Billy helping us out in the end is epic. And the gears are genuinely a cool idea that I would have loved to see expanded on. Like, seriously, imagine climbing on gears and shit. That would be sick. But it's a damn shame that it only makes up like 5% of the level. Also, when I was trying to S-rank this level for the first time, an evil robot freaking pushed me to the floor. What the frick? And like, are we not gonna talk about the fucking cube?
I don't know how you got this puzzle cube, but this is your ticket to confront the Lord of Demons himself in the final battle.
What? Final grade. F. F for fuck level 17! Number 17. Showdown. Exclamation mark. Yeah. Up to Metal Cog Larry, this level was actually pretty cool. Then you make it to the escape sequence and then you just want to... If you know, you know. Anyone that has played the escape sequence knows. It blows. It makes sense because it rhymes. Real talk, it took me 2 hours to beat this level on Thriller difficulty when I finally returned to this game after many years. And it's something I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. And why are there even pillars here? Oh, and if you die, you gotta do the escape sequence all over again, complete with a longer loading time. Holy shit! Alright, I finally made it. Can't wait for an epic boss fight.
I'll put an end to you and your monster madness! Ah!
Holy what?
By the way, there is music in this cutscene. I just muted it for comedic effect. Demon Larry can be tedious, especially on higher difficulties where you have to throw 100 donuts into Larry's mouth and can't miss once, or you gotta get more donuts and you also gotta go through another wave of attacks. Jeez. The big boy threats here are the sound waves and the lightning attack. God, I hated this attack when I first played this. On the bright side, all of Demon Larry's attacks have a pattern, but the problem is his lightning attack has a million variations. Okay, so maybe like 8 variations and half of them mirror each other, but still, they come out quick, and if you're not ready, be prepared to take a whole lot of damage. And if you're going into this fight for the first time, you will certainly not be ready. Also, where's Jennifer's legendary weapon? You know, the cool weapons you get when you play this level on Madness? And why is Andy's legendary weapon broken? Anyways, winning the game is definitely a satisfying feeling. And probably the only thing you felt after losing your sanity playing this level. And the ending is certainly an ending. The level has a strong start, but a nightmare second half ultimately just kills it. Oh well, at least Larry's fourth wall breaks are funny.
Why don't you shoot, damn it?
Final grade F, number 16, Dungeons of Darkness. This level was annoying, but not as annoying as the previous levels that I mentioned. Right off the bat, we gotta deal with loading the cannon, which is a suicide mission, by the way, if you don't have any items on higher difficulties. Then you have these rooms that are actually pointless and only serve as a way to get weapon parts. But the game makes it feel like it's necessary to go through the level? I don't know. Then you probably have the most awkward spot to introduce the Frankie monster amulet, since you can't fit through these small gates, and you could also bump your head on the cages above you. There's also only 2 groups of enemies in the hall, and they take a while to get to unless you know how to run. I feel like it would have been better if the monster amulet was introduced during the second Monster Fest, the one with the 4 fire pits. There's this Bigfoot that kicks barrels at you, which I think is cool. There's also axes you gotta watch out for. I actually like that you could bait enemies into them. That's pretty neat. But sometimes the axes can bug out and disappear completely? I don't know what's up with that. There's these teleporters that I think are also supposed to teleport you into the fire, but they don't, and I'm pretty sure that's not intentional. Fuck, Miss Hiss. The anti-gravity section stinks. The monster amulet is basically necessary there. Yeah, you could cheese the Monster Fest by standing on the torch, but again, I'm assuming we do these levels legit in this list, and I'm pretty sure that's an oversight. Oh, and the game likes to crash whenever I complete this part, so fuck that. The bat section would be fine if it wasn't so easy to get stuck on the table. That stinks. And the Dracula fight when you don't kill him instantly stinks. Overall, I feel this level has a lot of cool ideas on paper that ultimately fall flat on execution. Also, the level ends too fast, so the dialogue just gets cut off.
Quickly, we have to escape. Vampire castles always crumble after the head vampire.
So that's weird. Final grade F, number 15, Shopping Day. This may be a bit of a shocking pick, but I don't care. I personally do not like the Leprechaun mission in this level. While it is a nice tutorial for the zombie amulet, I find the escorting of the gold zombies to be too tedious, especially if they happen to get stuck. I also do not like how many times I gotta dance, you know? I mean, why can't I move while I dance? Why can't I dance continuously? Why can't I cancel my dance? I feel like if any of these were possible to do in zombie form, this section wouldn't be too bad. But as is, it's just not fun for me. There's also the part where we defend Mr. Huggles for 3 minutes. Way too long if you ask me. Oh, and this level introduces the Jacko. Fuck. Also, Mr. Huggles doesn't shut the fuck up, which I guess might be a plus since we get to kill him later. But he still doesn't shut the fuck up during the boss fight. Oh, and the boss fight is fine, I guess. The piano and the infinite at the train tracks are annoying, but overall, still a decent fight. However, I can't put it any higher than 15 because there's simply much better levels to choose from. Final grade D, number 14, Sewers and Swamps. The sewers part of the level is whack. It all looks the same. Like you'd swear they copy and pasted for half of this level. Also harpies. But then we get to the swamps part of the level and things get more interesting, I guess. Larry gives us a hovercraft or hoverboat, whatever. But oh noes, the Grim Reaper put some sculptures in our way and now we gotta find some gems. God forbid we squeeze through these things. So now we gotta go through some monster fests and oh hell no. They do not expect me to use this freaking cannon on these small ass witches. The leprechaun makes his appearance for the umpteenth time and we gotta race him. It's something, and thankfully there's no game over if you fail. You get to retry as many times as you need. The rest of the gems are just whatever. It's mostly like go here, stand on the pedestal for some reason, and go back. At the end of the level, we fight a Frankie. which honestly might be the best part of the level. Frankies are genuinely intimidating, so it's the perfect mini-boss to end the level. Oh, it's still a mid-level overall, don't get me wrong. Final grade, D, number 13, parking lot go boom. Exclamation mark. This level introduces Mr. Huggles, and we gotta save him. How do we do that? Well, we gotta loop around a car wash for 2 minutes and then chase a wheeler. Then we gotta blow up a gate that we could have totally jumped over with our bouncy shoes. Then Larry, in his infinite wisdom, builds us mechs using shit from his trailer and not the shit we find in the cars we wreck instead. Then we gotta destroy a Ferris wheel. For what? To open a door? And that's it. Huh? Okay, real talk, the level is whatever, it's pretty boring. I wasn't kidding about the car wash though, that's literally what you gotta do. And then collecting the car parts for Larry is also pretty boring.
Aw, we're done. I wanted to smash a few more cars.
Hey, Zach, shut the fuck up.
I don't know, this level isn't infuriating, it's just... While we're here, I guess I should tell you guys to not use the joystick to dodge. Use the B button instead. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. Final grade. D, number 12, Mallfield Tour. This level is fine. Like, it's barely a decent level. We get introduced to the vacuum. The vacuum is cool. I don't know why we can't have it in every level. I'm not a fan of the pit that we have to fill up. It's a bit awkward with the delayed bar and shit just suddenly flying from the sky. The treadmill is annoying. The monster fests are fine, but they all take place in the same spot. In fact, we're in this area for like 70% of the level. I actually like the possessed cart. It's honestly the best part of the level. I just love how ruthless Billy is. Also, funny Zebra Andy.
Right on!
Final grade. C, number 11. Road to the castle. This level is all about tanks. Tanks are cool. I like ramming monsters. The new monsters introduced are just more zombies and an enemy they slapped an evil label on. Ooh, evil tree. The leprechaun section is another 3 minutes of defending some shit, but at least we're not restricted by the turrets and we could use other vehicles we bring in. Plus, we get to kill the leprechaun in the end. By the way, who the hell was responsible for the mess that is the collision boxes in the forest? Like, how are they gonna hide some weapon parts and then screw up the collisions? So after we kill the leprechaun, we gotta go up the hill to the castle, and we gotta deal with falling boulders. Yippee. And we also gotta hit these targets to lower the bridges. It's not too bad. In the end, there's a boss, who is named the Giant Skeleton. Are you kidding me? His name is Giant Skeleton. So I don't know about you guys, but every time I make it to the final bridge, the tank would just not be able to get on the bridge. So I always got to restart from the checkpoint for the tank to work. Weird. Anyway, Giant Skeleton is pretty lame, not gonna lie. This level is just underwhelming. But at the very least, this level isn't boring. Final grade. C. Oh boy, top 10. Can't wait to get bullied for these ones. Number 10. Ancient Catacombs. I'm honestly conflicted about this level. On one hand, I love the challenge in this level, but on the other hand, I think the challenge might be too excessive sometimes, to the point where it becomes bullshit. Throughout the level, we gotta deal with booby traps such as spikes, saws, and hands. There's also walls that pop up from the ground and you gotta destroy them or you'll get crushed. Sometimes you could get crushed by merely touching the walls. Huh. Vampiresses are annoying, but they're hot, so it's fine. We deal with more traps and enemies until finally we reach the ball.
The ball's hardened.
Honestly, it's a bit bullshit, but not really so bullshit that you'll break down into a hissy fit, unless you're playing on Madness or something. So then immediately after the ball, we reach the minecart. And... yeah, this part is boring. And actually bullshit. If you're next to the rails, there's a good chance you'll fall through the cart and die. There's also an epic troll when you reach the checkpoint. You see, the cart slows down, making you think you can get off here, except, psych, you're fucking dead. I think the only good weapon you could use here is the radioactive flashlight. It's the only weapon that can hit flying enemies consistently here. Anyways, we finally made it.
It is hot as hell in this funky ass, hot ass room I'm in. Is that the Grim Reaper?
He's a cool boss fight. I'm also pretty sure he could get stuck here, which forces you to restart the fight. but I don't remember that happening to me. I don't know, guys. Probably a skill issue. In short, I have mixed feelings about the challenge in this level. I like it, and then I hate it. It's like a roller coaster of good and bad. So it goes in the middle of the list.
We emerged victorious yet again. Not even death could stop us.
Final grade. C. Number 9. Downtown Invasion. In this level, we gotta get to the police station. So yeah, in this level, we use the buggy. Yeah, no. I'd imagine in multiplayer this level can be fun, but alone you might as well ditch the buggy. I swear to God, it's impossible to keep this vehicle alive for the whole level. The buggy might be the most difficult vehicle to control, which is not helped by the fact you gotta deal with a ridiculous amount of zombie bikers. The construction site Monsterfest is whatever, and getting the key is awkward with all the shit in your face. There's no checkpoints before dealing with the traffic that kills you instantly, so if you die, you gotta go through the Monsterfest and the key all over again, which stinks. The Leprechaun mission is a game of basketball, which I think is cool. When we make it to the police station, we find out the police are also zombies, and we get introduced to the werewolf monster amulet. Very nice. Also, fuck this helicopter. And the escape sequence is not my favorite thing in the world. Overall, this level is just fine. Final grade. C. Number 8. Bob's Junkyard. The shortest level in the game. Heck, there's even an achievement for reaching Bob in less than a minute. So after somehow crashing into the junkyard, like seriously, how the hell did that happen? We gotta deal with a lot of traps. Traps that kill you instantly. Every time I play this level, I gotta die from some bullshit. And you know what? I'm freaking tired of it. Anyways, half of these traps can be avoided by making your way on top of these cars, which I think is silly. It removes most of the challenge in this level. I mean, fuck, bro, I'm not complaining. Oh, Bob. His death is funny, I guess. He's actually a pretty good boss fight with some depth to him. But you know, the level's short. It doesn't offer much. But it's alright for what it is. Final grade. C. Number 7. Inside Hell School. Alright, hear me out. This level isn't that bad. At the very start, your weapons are taken away by the principal. Now you might think fists freaking suck, and to that I say, literally cafeteria trays. I feel like the Demon Amulet intro would have worked better in the first Monsterfest, but whatever. By the way, you could see Andy's eyes in the demon form. Now you can't unsee it. For some reason, the Demon Monsterfest doesn't work sometimes. I don't know why, I swear it's random. The stealth section is odd, but it's not like it's hard to deal with. Unless maybe you're playing multiplayer, but I wouldn't know since I don't have others to play this game with me. But I guess I wasn't really taking multiplayer into account anyways when making this list. So to do that now would be a bit unfair. When you do fail the stealth section, you get sent to detention. I think that's a neat idea. That's pretty epic. I do enjoy exploring the environment in the high school, but it feels, I don't know, too linear, too small. I feel like we should have been able to explore more of the school, you know? Maybe even taking multiple routes to the chemistry lab. I mean, come on, Larry, get out the freaking way. Fuck ghosts. This Monsterfest isn't it, and the final Monsterfest with the evil robots, it's not too bad. Just like this level, not too bad. Oh, and I also enjoy the music too. So epic. Final grade. B. Number 6. School's out! Exclamation mark! In this level, we fight the principal. 3 times. And that's it. And there's a couple Monsterfest sprinkled in as well. Each phase of the principal is interesting enough. We got the minigun, the hoops, and cancer. The escape sequence can be difficult at first. Like, seriously, the fuck is this UFO jump scare? But as long as you know how to run and avoid that godforsaken UFO, it's pretty easy. I mean, it's a good level with a nice challenge. The destruction of the school looks cool. By the way, what the hell is this tube in the end? Final grade. B. Number 5. Track and field. In this level, we can drive a UFO. I think the UFO is epic. It's the only flying vehicle in the game. It's pretty spicy killing monsters in the air. The Leprechaun mission is a candidate for worst thing ever. If you happen to die here, you gotta restart from the beginning of the level, which sucks. The janitor! The escort section is alright. The janitor straight up dies 10 seconds later. The gym teacher, though, she's pretty cool. I mean, playing dodgeball with zombies is a pretty epic idea. I don't know about you guys. Heck, you could even catch the dodgeballs to kill the zombies that way. That's pretty epic. This level is good. I like the music. The high school is cool. By the way, I don't know any high school that looks like this with multiple stories and shit. I refuse to believe high schools like this. Final grade B. Number 4. Zach's house. For a tutorial, this level is pretty solid. It introduces your melee weapon, and of course, zombies. The level also teaches you how to use the environment by giving you a shit ton of things to pick up and throw. You also get rewarded items and soda for breaking said shit, so you also get to play around with bombs and molotovs. You can also set up traps in some areas, something I wish other levels would do more of. The chief is also a solid boss fight. And I guess that's it. That's the level. Oh, and Madness adds more enemies too. So there's also that if you're feeling spicy. A solid tutorial. Final grade A. Number 3. Cemetery Trek. Alright, hear me out. I love this level's whole vibe. The music, the environment. I can't be alone with this opinion, right? Let's take a moment to listen to the music, shall we? Just a moment. Come on. Just 1 second of your time, please. Alright, you guys might think that this level takes forever because of all the bones you gotta collect. But guess what? I'm okay with that. It's still a fun level regardless. Well, most of it. Apparently the elevator is super buggy, but I personally have never dealt with any bugs on the elevator. I guess I'm just too good. I don't know. No, I'm serious. You think with all the shit I encountered in this game, I would have found out how buggy the elevator is, but no. No problemo for me. The elevator still sucks. Like, holy shit, calm the fuck down with the jackos. And the elevator moves unnecessarily slow. I could probably find your absent dad by the time we reach the bottom. I'm probably speeding up the video right now as I speak. Then we got another awkward spot for a monster amulet tutorial, to me at least. I mean, at the very least, you understand how to use the amulet? I don't know, but by the time we reach the bone, you already want to get out of this place. Like, hell, I don't even want to talk about the damn elevator anymore. Anyway, witches exist now, but they're hot, so I'll let it slide. Oh yeah, and gargoyles, fuck them. Despite the level's flaws, I still think I could forgive it a bit because of what the rest of the level offers. Each bone has a unique little adventure and provides a nice challenge. Again, I gotta emphasize the environment. Each area is distinct, and the spooky cemetery atmosphere is just... I don't know, man. I love it. I think it suits the game well. I mean, look at that skeleton. They are also very generous with the checkpoints, so if you are struggling, there's at least that. At the end of the level, we fight clones of ourselves. That's freaking epic. And I didn't even mention that this is the only level to have a secret monster fest. That's right. How fucking cool is that? Why is there not more of this? Yeah, there's really no reward other than an achievement. But come on, the fact that it exists at all is freaking epic. This level has its flaws, the elevator, but there is plenty of good that this level has as well. To me, it's a good level. Final grade A. Number 2, A Walk in the Park. Honestly, I was not expecting to place this level so high. But the more I completed this list, the more it made sense. This level is consistently good. We get some iconic and genuinely funny moments here. I mean, the evil clown, the undead pirates, Granny for Christ's sake. By the way, the park, it looks gorgeous. This shit has every sport in the book, plus a playground and a pond. This fucking park is massive. I feel like they really nailed this level. I guess I just didn't fully appreciate this level before. And come on, even the music doesn't miss. There's nothing bad I can really say about this level. It's not the bullshit. It's not tedious. It's just fun. I don't know what else I could say. Final grade A. Number 1. Streets of Suburbia. Maybe you saw this one coming. This level has everything that makes a level great in my eyes and ears and pants. This level is like that one scene in Ratatouille. Right off the bat, we're greeted by this banger. We get introduced to Larry Tools.
Monster madness.
Epic. We get introduced to the first Monster Fest, and it does its job well. We already got your typical zombies. They're weak, not a big threat. Then we got explosive zombies. Ooh. While they might look dangerous, they're prone to blowing themselves pretty easily. Still, you gotta watch out for their dynamite and throw them back. Next, we got the zombie dog. Though they're weak, they are also sneaky little fucks. So you gotta watch your back with these guys, otherwise they're gonna take advantage of you from behind. And finally, we get introduced to Fat Zombie. Definitely a great mini-boss to conclude this level. He appears slow at first, but he'll take you by surprise when he starts running. He also farts. Sure, these enemies have basic patterns and help you get used to the gameplay. All in all, a perfect introduction to the game. Plus, it's the level that got me hooked into the game. So that's pretty good, right? Final grade A. I'm fucking with you. S, baby! Do you agree with my list? Do you disagree? Oh my kid, you probably fucking did. I would love to hear what you guys think. What's your favorite level? Your most hated level? Do you even know about this game before this video? Fuck it, I'm glad you stuck around though. I probably know nothing. I don't know anymore. But before I lose my mind, leave a like if you liked. See ya, I guess.